If there's any children in the audience, please cover their ears. Oh my, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Cover their ears, please. I'm so sorry. I apologize for that. My videos are not for children.
So there's this guy, born in 1959, grew up in the streets of Compton, constantly in and out of trouble, raised in an abusive household, but somehow managed to overcome all of that and became a world-known and record-holder powerlifter. Now, I would figure that during those better years, he would have thought that life is great, and this is how he's going to spend the rest of his life. But in 2005, his life turned for the worse. When his health hit rock bottom, he underwent open heart surgery, where he flatlined 3 times. During the procedure, even though he survived, he was not the same. Now, if you're watching this, then you know that the man I am talking about is CT Fletcher, and I'm sure that you know his background story, how he came from what can only be described as hell and made it back. So my question is, how can someone go through so much pain and now today make it to such a level of success? Training with top level athletes, bodybuilders, entrepreneurs, and everything else in between. There was clearly something about hitting rock bottom, the lowest low, CT Fletcher, facing death multiple times that will create such an obsessive desire for more. CT Fletcher is a different type of motivator. He is a new breed of leader. He doesn't really leave you with many options. You will either love him or hate him. And I'll admit it, I hate CT Fletcher. Well, let me take a step back. It was in 2010 when I started to change. A feeling was rising in me. And the best way to describe it, I started to wake up. So a few years passed, and my thirst for wisdom and knowledge was rising. And a good friend of mine brought to my attention a video of Mr. CT Fletcher and one of my personal greatest motivators, Kai Green. He said that this really resonated with him and that I should check it out as well. Within just the first few minutes, I couldn't stand that type of motivation. The level of profanity and what I thought was just enraged anger was not at all something I would have ever suggested to anyone. But more and more of his videos were brought to my attention. So here's a guy who has achieved some success, but he is a loudmouth. All I could think was, why does he have to swear so much just to get a point across? This guy couldn't even go 10 seconds without saying mother. That was my honest attitude at the time. So yeah, again, a friend brings him to my attention again, saying that he met with him at some fitness expo, Mr. CT Fletcher, and that I may have heard of him. And I was like, yeah, I can't stand that guy. Looking back at myself during that time, I must admit I said it with absolute hate. But what drove me crazy was, what was this hate about? And how come I couldn't stop watching his videos? And again, looking back at myself at that time, I know that I resented CT Fletcher simply because I was not working hard on myself. Back then, it's quite simple. I thought that I had the only way to success. I thought I knew it all. Ignorant enough, not realizing that my way of thinking only worked for me. And acknowledging any other philosophy of success would drive me mad. That was my thinking at the time. So yeah, all perspectives matter. All perspectives have possibility of growth. Rather than being hard-headed, why not be open-minded? We can create or destroy possibility. It's all in our mind. You kill the thought, you kill the action, and that's it. So how does one prove who they truly are? So again, looking back, I realized how narrow-minded I was. So yeah, later when I got home, I decided to go back to the first video that was brought to my attention, CT Fletcher with Kai Green. Decided to watch the entire video, and at the very end, I saw something beautiful, something amazing, something magnificent. I saw a new breed of positivity, a new breed of leader Somebody who came from the darkest dark, got out, and was able to prove to others through his story that there's light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, I finally got to understand what it was CT was trying to tell me, and what he is still telling everyone today. In life, you must be fearless. You must be obsessed with what you want in life and for yourself. You do not stop until you're 6 feet under and they throw dirt on you. Mr. SC Fit here, and I'm here to tell you, if you want your life circumstance to change, you gotta change your mind circumstance first. Peace.
Of what you want to be, what you want to look like inside your own mind, and make it so. Make it come to pass. That's why I say I don't ask my muscles anything. They are mine. I control them. So I command you to grow.